Alright, so good morning and welcome to a bit of a different kind of video here. I'm not actually vlogging today because I figured I got the Nike Streakfly 2 in for testing here, and it's not really a shoe for jogging around. This is, well, even without having run in this, clearly a race or fast workout shoe. So what we're doing is I have a bit of a session on the menu today. I've been kind of struggling a bit with a lower back injury the recent few weeks, so I'm not going all out today, but I do have a 5K at around half marathon to marathon effort plus 4x400 relatively quick. So yeah, the aim is basically just to run clean and go through the gears a bit and yeah, give these shoes a good test here. And I've already done my warm-up, used the Evo SL here, which at almost 500 kilometers is still looking very impressive. There's just almost no wear on this at all. And yeah, reason I didn't use the Streakfly here for warming up is that this shoe is extremely narrow and extremely tight, and I just want to show you this here. This is basically my first impression on this, as I haven't actually run in this at all. But let's just put the Streakfly here next to my foot, and you can see that my foot is just barely going to fit in this. And yeah, this is just so narrow and so low volume. So it's not actually too short, I would say, but in hindsight I would still say yeah, going up half a size is definitely an option on this one. And yeah, otherwise, I just have to mention that this has kind of blown my mind a bit just in terms of weight. This comes in at 107 grams for me. So that's 20 grams lighter than the Evo 1. And yeah, this is by far the lightest shoe I have ever run in. I have walked around in this for a bit, and you immediately notice that this is just not a shoe for easy runs or anything like that. I mean, we have this kind of track spike design here where the heel is raised, and you do kind of feel like you are slanting backwards a bit when you're not forefoot striking. So I would say just instantly, if you heel strike, just forget about this shoe. This is not going to work for you. And yeah, just look at how narrow this base is. There's really almost nothing to it, but I'm actually surprised just walking around. You do have quite a bit of squish under the forefoot here, and I mean, I do have the Dragonfly and just the geometry is similar, but this is much more cushioned. And yeah, I'm really curious on the range of this shoe and yeah, what kind of distances I feel I could run in this, though it is kind of hampered by the fit, of course. So yeah, it's warm-up jog done, and yeah, let's switch into these Streakflies now and do a couple strides and yeah, get going basically. Like I said, this session is essentially just about running smooth, and yeah, definitely not planning to go all out or anything here. Ooh. That session done. Gotta say, well, first off, I went way too hard on this. The 5K should have been marathon effort, and I think I hit that at 17:50 something, which is not marathon effort, especially when you're not exactly in shape. Yeah, this was my first proper session in 4, 5, 6 weeks, something like that. So yeah, didn't exactly do that to plan, but I'm not actually that unfit, and you know, just having a few weeks of relatively consistent mileage again has helped a lot, and I think I did quite well on this. And man, I have to say, these Streakfly 2s here, this is quite a shoe. Wow. How do I say this? The first surprise I had on this is not actually as harsh underfoot as I thought. This is not nearly as minimal. I mean, you do notice when you're getting tired that it gets a bit unstable, and obviously this is not like a Vaporfly or anything like that, but it's not meant to be. I was quite surprised just how much cushion there is actually under this forefoot area. This Zoom X part here, it's actually quite squishy and quite protective as well. You know, it does raise some questions on the range of this shoe. I mean, 5K, well, obviously, as I just did 5K in this, plus 4x400, so I have already run about 8K or something like that. 10K, well, probably. Don't really see any reason why not. And then, well, half marathon is, I could take it on the half marathon, but the question is, does it actually give you any benefit over a proper carbon race shoe? you do notice there's just not quite the bounce and not quite the propulsion, despite this shoe being just incredibly lightweight. I think, yeah, I'd probably half marathon still go Evo 1 or Vaporfly 4 or Adios Pro 4 or whatever really, but anything shorter, I do think this is a legit option. The question is, of course, with this shoe, is this a shoe you really need? It's kind of hard to say because, you know, this thing is the real deal. This is just feels so aggressive underfoot and really feels like I said, if you heel strike, then maybe just forget about this shoe. But man, if you put some pressure into this forefoot section here, you really get thrown forwards, and yeah, it's such a cool sensation and really, really unique shoe as well. There's just nothing like this on the market. I mean, sure, you have the Adios 9, but that's essentially more like an old school racing flat with modern materials, where this is essentially a track spike, but for the road, and has the track spike geometry. So yeah, it's just, man, yeah, I'm quite blown away by this shoe. And second surprise I've had with this is not actually that narrow and not actually that uncomfortable, but I'll let you in on a secret. I did actually go sockless in this, but looking back, I don't think you really have to. I don't know if this just stretched on my foot a bit or what it is, but I mean, it's not like an accommodating fit or anything like that, but I'd say at this point it just feels like you've got a sock wrapped around your foot. But yeah, not nearly as bad as I thought, though I'd still say if you have a very wide foot, then probably best stay clear of this shoe. Yeah, when your form is getting sloppy, or if you have any kind of pronation issues, this shoe is not going to be for you. This is definitely one, yeah, if you're on form and you're feeling good, then this thing is amazing. But otherwise, compared to a proper super shoe like the Vaporfly, this you do kind of notice that there's just less to it, and there's less bounce, and there's less protection, definitely. So I'd say, is this a shoe you really need to buy? Not quite sure. I mean, I've been running for many years and I've never had a track spike for the road, so I don't think you really have to rush out and buy this. But if you want to try something unique and something very different, then this is definitely worth it. And yeah, I just had so much fun in this and highly recommend you do check this one out. And yeah, thanks for watching, and more testing on this is to come. So like and subscribe, and see you soon.